this out, guys. This here's the Avon River, and there's a duck fight happening. Quite a few of them going for it there. Don't know what's going on, but they're all having a good old fight, good old boxing match in there. Anyway, guys, it's Ivor and Susan here from Vloggers on the Loose, and we're in a little country town called Northam, about 1 hour 15 minutes drive from Perth, depending on the traffic. You could get here a little quicker, it could take a little longer. We're going to show you guys around Northam today, and a few of the heritage buildings also. This is the Avon River, by the way. Now Northam is situated at the confluence, that's a big word for me, gee, on a Sunday morning, of the Avon and Mortlock rivers, believe it or not. So we're going to try and find that Mortlock River, because that's where Northam's, the pointy part of Northam is, right on the confluence of those rivers. That means where the two rivers join. So up in front of me there is the old flour mill. Now, that's a heritage listed building, that. So I'm going to show you a few of the heritage listed buildings, and we'll take a walk through the town centre and have a look around there and see what's going on there. Look at that swan, guys. That's a huge white swan over there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it because the damn tree is in the way. What a pity. And if we go this way, yeah, we might be able to. It's a massive swan. There it is through there. There's the swan over there, guys. The pity the trees are in the way because it's quite a huge swan. So we're about 97 kilometres northeast of Perth, which will take you about just over an hour, depending on traffic and that. So Northam has a population of about 6,600 people, guys, and it's spread over 26.8 square kilometres, because a lot of the blocks over here are quite big. I mean, there's a lot of farmland and all that type of stuff also, yeah. And this place was established in 1833, so that's just a little bit of history on Northam. So this here is the flour mill over here. This flour mill in the day was used to generate electricity for the town of Northam. Now there's the flour mill, guys, from the front, and that was built in 1867. It's on Fitzgerald Street in East Northam. And it's heritage listed, by the way, I might have said that. There's an old hotel over there. There's a pub on every corner over here in Northam. That's the Riverside Hotel, because the river's just on the other side of that. There's Fitzgerald Street, guys, and that there's an old school over there. Actually, it's changed now into the Department of Community, so it's was an old school. It's just some government buildings down here. And on the other side there, that's the Northam Public Library over there. That looks pretty cool looking library, actually, especially the front part here. Quite nice. And all the gardens are done quite nicely over here. Kept very nice, actually. Have a look at there's the front of the library there. And you've got all the nice gardens here. All the landscaping's quite good in this on this street. This is called Fitzgerald Street, by the way. Now there's a bottle brush, guys. That's the biggest bottle brush I've ever seen. Look at the tree stump on it. It's pretty thick for I mean, it's not a thick tree stump, but it's thick for a bottle brush. That's in the grounds of the Northam Library, by the way. A lot of the trees over here are quite nice. So this here is like a war memorial over here, guys. And it's called Gallipoli Lane. It's to honour the fallen soldiers from the different wars. So they've done it quite well over here. This is the memorial hall over here. And those roses look really nice. Look at that. Beautiful red colour there. Kept very well. And then there's a memorial over here. And also there's a few plaques over here. This memorial plaque is dedicated to the men and women who served in the Korean War from 1950 to 1953. That plaque over there. And there's another one over here. These are dedicated men and women that served in the Vietnam War from 1962 to 73. And that's a plaque over there. And then this one here is another little enclosed area. There's a gate over there we can get through. I think we can. It might not be open now. No, it's not open now. Well, there they've done another little gazebo type thing over there. And it's called Memorial Lane, I think it is. And we're just walking through over here. And it's just another nice garden area over here, all landscaped. That's quite good the way they've done all that, guys. Really good here in Northam, in Western Australia. So we'll just take you guys around to show you the other heritage buildings in the area back in a second. So this here is the main street in Northam, guys, where a lot of the shops and that are, not shopping centres, but there's strips of shops down the street over here. Everything's closed because it is Sunday morning, but it should, a lot of it should open about 11 a.m. So that's what time usually. That's what time most of the shops open in Perth and Western Australia, about 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Closes about 5, I think. So this is the Northam Post Office, guys. This is actually the new one. This one's operational. The old one is still open, but it's not used as a post office anymore. So it's quite a nice looking building. It was built in 1909, by the way. Look at those verandas over there. They're quite nice and wide. It's also got a residence at the back there for I think the post. I'm not sure if the postmaster still lives there, but it has got a residence at the back. And apparently Prince Charles, who is King Charles now, planted a tree over here somewhere in 1979 when he came here. So Charlie got around. The king came all the way out here when he was still a prince to Northam and planted a tree somewhere here. I don't know what tree it is, but it is still here somewhere. Guys, so we're still on Fitzgerald Street over here, where all the shops are along here, and cafes. Here's a bakery here we've just passed, Avon Valley Bakery. It's still closed also. There's the commercial hotel over there, another pub over there, just been refurbished. Like I said, there's a pub on every corner over here. There's quite a few pubs here, that commercial hotel. Oh, that's number 190. I thought it was one of the zeros has gone, or one of the numbers has gone. I thought it was built in that year. Sorry guys, that's number 190. I'm assuming Fitzgerald Street. They've done it up quite nicely there. So everything looks quite clean over here. Obviously the cleaners have been out overnight cleaning up and that. There's the commercial hotel there, guys. Quite a nice looking building. Verandas on top, accommodation on top also there. And you've got al fresco dining over there. You can see on the other side there, you can see the umbrellas. There's a sports store over there. And you've got a bank over here, the Commonwealth Bank, which is a big bank in throughout Australia. There's the Commonwealth Bank, Northam. There you go, quite a nice looking building actually. All original. Except for the teller machine, that looks brand new. ATM. And the gardens across the road there, guys, and they're quite nice, just to break up the area here with all the shops. You've got all those gardens through there. So I don't know what's through there, like a mall or something. There's a shopping area in there. I think I saw a Woolworths store in there. And here's a few more on the left over here. Here's a few more food places and various other shops. There's a newsagent there and a homewares store, florist, a bedding place over there called Sleep Studio. It's quite a warm day over here, guys. It's supposed to be 32 degrees in Perth. It usually gets much warmer in these inland towns, so I'm going to say probably 36 degrees out here today in Northam. And there you go, there's a real estate place across there if you want to buy any houses and things in Northam. Talking about housing, guys, the median price for a house, if anyone's interested, is only 287,993 Australian dollars, and the median price for a unit is 222,500, and the median price for a block of land, bear in mind this land will probably be at least 1,000 square metres, 60,000 Australian dollars. If you see yourself living in Northam, population 6,600 people, quite a nice little town, you might think about buying out here somewhere or building out here. Hey guys, we're still on Wellington Street, guys. We're just showing you a few of the heritage buildings here, and this here is one of them. This is St. John's Church, and this church is built in 1890. It's actually constructed from a random laid local stone, as you can see over here. All the local stone over here is all from the area. It looks like there's a service happening here at the moment. I can hear some music going on in there. So like I said, constructed in 1890, and that's quite a nice looking impressive church, still standing today, although the shingles on the roof looks a bit worse for wear. It still looks quite good. Still solid construction there. And across there to your right, guys, there's another impressive looking building over there. It's I don't know if it was a church in its day, not sure, but it's not used as that today. It's used as a family therapeutic centre, I think it said on the front. Here it is, yeah, Therapeutic Family Services. Very nice building. Looks like a sort of like a castle, that front piece there. And that looks like it's also constructed from local stone in the area. And across the road here, a house called Barnden House, used for the Rural Clinical School of Western Australia. Also a very nice looking old house. So this is Wellington Street over here in Northam. You can see a few of the hills over there on your right in the town of Northam over there. So what do you guys think of Northam? It's not a bad spot actually. If you want to get out of the city, it's only just over an hour's drive from Perth. But in between you've got Midland, and you've also got Mundaring, where there's a lot of shopping and that. So you've got Mundaring and Midland in between. You've also got a few other country towns in between. Here's, I think it's a school. This is Northam Primary School here, guys. Talking about schools, there are a couple of schools in the area. This is the primary school, there is a high school also. And there are schools in neighbouring towns also. There's a spud shed over there. I've spoken about spud shed a few times in a few of our videos. There's one in Northam. All your fruit and veg and cold goods, meats and things like that. So you'll get everything there. It's virtually like a supermarket in there. But I must say one thing, guys, Spud Shed has put their prices up a hell of a lot with their fruit and veg. It's more expensive than Coles and Woolworths now in some of them. So if Tony, the owner of Spud Shed, is listening, drop those prices, Tony, because they are getting up there. Okay, here's another old building over here, and it's used as the Avon Valley Arts Centre these days. But not sure if it's still being used as that, because as you can see, the gardens are not very well kept. And then in front of us there, we've got a nice old building. Look at that. That's also made from randomly laid old stone, local stone over there. Now that says Northam Family Practice over here, but there's a small sign there that says Avon Valley Art Society. So if they moved there, I don't know. But it looks more like a doctor's surgery, but it's a beautiful building. Look at that. This is all solid stone over here, guys. Check this out. Beautiful old stone, all local from the area. It says over here, this stone was laid by the Honourable H.W. Venn, Commissioner of Railways and Director of Public Works, October the 28th, 1892. There you go, 1892. He laid the first stone over there for this building. So, pretty old building. Look at that, guys. That there is actually a better view there of the hills in Northam. That's quite a good view, that. And you swing the camera right around 180 degrees and you can see all those hills. So Northam's quite a nice area. Mind you, if you are thinking of moving here, guys, anyone thinking of moving, there are certain areas in Northam that have got a few issues with flooding. So just be careful if you're thinking of buying and you've spotted that bargain house and thinking, wow, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house for 200,000. Just do your homework. Always do your research, because there are areas in Northam subject to flooding, and we have been in a few of the houses here. And there's a bit of mould issue and rising dampness issues and stuff. So just be wary of that, guys, if you're thinking of making Northam your home. So the locals are just sort of starting to wake up here, because there's a few people coming towards us. Here, the younger crowd, well, I'm assuming they're locals. They might be like us, they might just be visiting for the day. Who knows? There's a shopping centre across there, guys. You can see Woolworths over there. And you can see that flour mill over there. It sticks out, that white, tall whitish sort of building over there. And this here is a guest house over here. So if you're in Northam and you need some accommodation, I don't know what it looks like inside, never ever been in there. It looks a bit run down on the outside. It looks like they might be doing some renovations actually. Don't know. Hey guys, we're back at the Northam family practice over here on Wellington Street, because this is actually also heritage listed. This used to be the original post office. Built in 1873, but then it became too small because the town grew and it was a bit out of town, so they built the new post office, which we showed you. And believe it or not, this place used to be used as a drill hall in World War I, and now it's a family practice. So this will all be original timber over here. It's all tongue and groove, as you can see, all through there. And that there, I would say, would be solid jarrah over there, which lasts you a long time. I mean, this place is over 100 years old, guys. So that'll all be original over there. The roof would have changed over the years, because that roof looks fairly newish up there. And the guttering, that's all new. So there you go, guys. That's the old Northam post office. That there, guys, would be the original post box from this building over here, which was the original post office. Look at that, still standing. Solid steel there. Beautiful piece of workmanship there. 1895 it says on there actually. There you go, guys, 1895. And it's got the royal stamp of approval and everything. Hi guys, we're on a street called Duke Street in Northam, It's a residential part of Northam, and just so happens that the cheapest house that we've seen is on this street. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's on a 627 square metre block, and it's at 234 Duke Street. So we don't know if we're going the right direction yet. It's actually on the market for 185,000 Australian dollars. There you go, some of the houses look quite interesting along here. Look at this one over here, guys. This one looks quite good. It's all been painted. An original house from its day. There's a nice one across the road there. It's a long street, Duke Street, because that there across the road is number 52, and this house for sale is number 234 Duke Street. So the cheapest block we've seen, there's a few of them actually. There's one for 59,000 Australian dollars, and that's at 13 Friend Place in Northam, and that's a 785 square metre block. Then there's another one for 59,000, and that's at 73 Lockyer Avenue, Northam, and that's a 1,221 square metre block. And then there's another cheapie for $65,000. Actually, make that 55,000, and it's a 1,619 square metre block, and that there is at 10 Fraser Street, Northam. Look at that up there, guys, the garden growing in the roof. Interesting. So there's a few cheap blocks out here and a few cheap houses, but like I said, guys, this one here is a bit overgrown. Like I said, do your homework if you're thinking of moving to Northam, because there are a few areas here that are subject to flooding, and there is a bit of clay in the area also, so just be wary of that. Ask a lot of questions. Whether the real estate reps will tell you the truth or not, I don't know. They should. Most of them are fairly honest, so they should. This one here is, looks like it's going through a renovation job over here. A big renovation job actually. I think we've actually looked at this house once, I think. Not 100% sure. This one here is fairly well run down, guys. This one here is a deal for the steel ball to go through it, I think. Look at that, that's a bit, I don't think that's salvageable. It might be. Look at underneath there, guys. All that's collapsed over there, the retaining wall. The only thing that still looks half decent there is the front door. But everything else is a bit is very run down actually. It could be an abandoned place, who knows? Probably empty. Probably just sell at block value. If you like it, put in an offer. Don't see anything that it's for sale though. Here's one of my favourite trees again, a bottle brush. And the bees are buzzing around it. Thank God I'm not allergic to bee stings, so I'm okay. So some of the houses over here, guys, are pretty good. Pretty good looking houses actually. They're old, but they are very nice. So this is just a bit of a walk through the residential part of Northam. This tree over here in full bloom. How good's that? That looks nice. And look at the roses over here. Those roses look really good. All the rose bushes, from what I've seen here in Northam, are flowering really well this year. It's getting quite warm now, guys. It's still reasonably early. I don't think it's 12 o'clock yet, noon. Here's another nice old house with a nice veranda around it. And over here we've got a school, St. Joseph's School. There you go. Another nice school over here. So there's a couple of primary schools in the area. It's actually 11:45, guys, so it's not yet midday, and it's quite warm already. This house here has been given a lick of paint and looks like it's very well kept. Look at the roses again, guys. Beautiful. That house is very well kept actually, so is the one next door. All neat, very neat. These old railway sleepers here, guys. You can see the spikes in it there still. They've obviously got that from a salvage yard or something. Look at that. That's the letterbox over there. Check that out. That looks pretty cool. So they've got that from a salvage yard. Here's an old fire station over here. Not sure if it's still used as a fire station today. Quarter to 12 in the afternoon, like I said, guys, and it's 28 degrees. It feels much hotter, to be honest, but we have been walking quite a bit. Doing this video for you guys. Here's another old building over here. Link Theatre. Look at that. Looks like it. Northam Theatre Group. Tickets on sale. Link Theatre, $25. So it looks like it was an old church in the day, because there's a cross on top there. So it would have been an old church in the day. And now's at the theatre. So they do rehatch a few of these old buildings and turn them into something else over the years, which is pretty cool. I'm going to get attacked by a dog over here. He's only a little chihuahua type thing, but they're quite vicious little creatures. That's a nice old house there, a big veranda right around it. And the one over here in front, so Duke Street looks quite a nice street. Some of the houses were a bit run down, but most of them are looked after quite nice. What's this over here? Stone Court, whatever that is. Well, it's built out of stone. I don't know if it's someone's house. If it is someone's house, it's beautifully kept. And look at that stonework there. That looks really, really nice. I think it might be someone's house because there's a garage there on the side. Beautiful old house. There's another church there, guys. So you've got everything on Duke Street. Down the end there's an Aldi. That building straight ahead, that's an Aldi over there. And you've got a church over here. It's the Uniting Church. So if you lived on Duke Street, you've got everything here. How good's that? There's the house there for sale. Is that the one I was talking about? I don't know. Might have to go over and have a look. 234 Duke Street. I don't think it is. No, that one's under offer. Okay, that one's under offer. That's number 98 Duke Street. So that's under offer. So people are buying. And then you've got something next door. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but there's plenty of parking there. If you have a party in that house, that business won't be open at night time. You can park over there. Get all your guests to park there. Okay, so You just come into the end of, I think that's the end of Duke Street here on one part of it. Might go around the bend here. Okay, this is number 104 Duke Street, so it looks like it goes around the bend over there. And there's the Aldi over there I was talking about, guys. That's actually a shopping centre in there. It's got Aldi in there, it's got Coles over there. So, decent sized shopping centre in there also. So that there, guys, is number 234 Duke Street in Northam. That's the cheapest house we've seen. That's on the market for 185,000 Australian dollars, and it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom on a 627 square metre block of land. So what do you guys think? Quite a wide frontage on that. Pretty cool. Good start home. 185,000 Aussie dollars. So guys, this here is one of the more expensive houses in Northam. That's for sale. It's for sale from 620,000 Australian dollars, and it's at 185 Chidlow Street in Northam. It's a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it's on a 1,068 square metre block. So you get a fairly big block. The house looks pretty good. It's got a nice wide veranda going right around it by the looks of things, and that's a corner block over there. Stone retaining walls in front, white picket fence. If you always dreamed about a white picket fence, there's your white picket fence in Northam. Okay guys, this here is the Northam Recreational Centre. Quite an impressive place, guys. It's got a massive swimming pool. It's got it's got hockey, it's got soccer, football. There's a BMX place over there. It's got netball, basketball. It's got everything in here. So if your kids are active and like their sport, Northam's actually got it all. Look at those beautiful playing fields over there, and then the BMX is to your left over there, BMX thing, and other playing fields across there. And look at this big walking water slide over here, guys. Massive water slide over there, and all the gardens are kept really nice and neat over here. And you can hear that gushing behind me there. That's actually the swimming pool. So we might just take a little walk around here and show you that there's the water slide, like I said. And you can we won't go in to fill in the pool because you don't get into trouble with that. There's the swimming pool through there, if you can see it where those flags are. So it's a massive area, absolutely massive. Quite impressed with this, guys. So if you're thinking of making your home in Northam, which is just over an hour's drive from Perth, and your kids are into all this sort of stuff, it'd be a great place to come. Cheap, affordable housing, cheap land. There's a builder. There are a couple of builders over here in Northam, actually. There's the swimming pool through here, guys. Maybe we can get a better view of that through here. But it's one hell of a swimming pool. It's huge. Yes, guys, so Northam has got a railway station also, and the trains come in from Perth. So there's one called the Avon Link train, and that travels from the Midland line, to Northam. So you'll have to go to Midland if you want to catch the Avon Link train. And it's quite an impressive train station, guys. It looks pretty good. It's closed today, I think. I'm not going to attempt to go in there. We might go in. We'll see if it's open. I don't know. So this train will travel from Midland to Northam in just over an hour by 2J. So it'll go through 2J also. This is the Avon Link. And the facilities on that train, you've got toilets, free Wi-Fi and air conditioning. And then there's a flasher train that travels out of the East Perth station in Perth, and that's called the Prospector. Now that train goes all the way to Kalgoorlie, and it stops over here in Northam and a lot of other various other stations in between. And that train, it's air conditioned. It's a pretty flash train, by the way, guys. It's got power points on board, it's got charging points on board, and it's got a full buffet service, so you can get your food on board also, and that one's called the Prospector. So it's quite an impressive, for a country town, it's a decent sized station out here. We might just go around there and have a look and see if we can walk around. There's a sign over here. This plaque was unveiled by the Honourable C.W. Court, that's Sir Charles Court. He was one of our premiers, one of the better premiers that we've had in Western Australia. I actually seen him, talking about Sir Charles Court, I actually seen him many years ago when I worked in the city, and we were out having lunch in one of the hotels in the city, and Sir Charles Court walked through, and we all shouted out, and he was a very nice person. He took the time to wave over and say hi to all of us. How good's that? So that was a long time ago, guys. So here we go, just walk around here. It says no entry, so we can't go in there because there's the railway track over there. There's the track just there, so the station will just be around there. So that's pretty cool. So guys, we might just wind it up over here on our little trip to Northam, a country town about 100 kilometres northeast of Perth. Hope you enjoyed the video. And guys, by the way, we've created a PayPal account. So if any of you want to chuck in a few dollars to buy us a coffee, you're quite welcome to. The coffees will come in handy in the form of petrol, because petrol is very expensive at the moment, in Perth, well, all over the world, I guess. So you'll find our PayPal account in the link below, and you can have a look at that and chuck in a few bucks if you like. And like I said, we hope that you've enjoyed this video on Northam, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.